at the Powder Puff game Wednesday. In his spare time, he's either in the studio recording or around town performing his music. He's very talented.
Yes, he is. And last but certainly not least, we have Leah Warmbier. And Leah is a part of student council and also a part of NHS. She plans on going to medical school and becoming a pediatrician. She's escorted by Mr. DJ Stahl, who is this year's homecoming king. And he's a part of the varsity football team and enjoys being a super fan at hockey games. And after school, he plans on going to college, but just not sure where yet.
Yeah, the Powder Puff, we won. The seniors won.
The seniors won this
That was
year.
very exciting. Last year the seniors won, but I think the year before the juniors won. All right, here comes the marching band led by Jim Schuster. The drum majors this year are Andy Bristol, and junior drum major is Lauren Westerby.
Show name this year is Kidam. In competition, they received second place in flight and third place overall, led by Mr. Schuster.
The assistant director is Mr. Donovan. He's also a counselor here. Very good. I have him. He's probably one of my favorite people at the high school.
Just want to say congratulations to the band.
Yeah, they did very well.
On all their great scores.
They perform very well at every
competition.
Oh, that and every single. They always get the crowd riled at our football games.
All the events.
It's very, very awesome. They do a wonderful job. And the Cardinal shop this year donated our coats that we are wearing right now.
Our lovely jackets.
They're very nice. They are open the first Wednesday of every month from 6 to 8 p.m. and every school day from 11 to 12:25.
Which is during all lunches.
Of course, and they sell sweatshirts, tees, jackets like the lovely ones we're wearing, deca stickers, decal stickers, excuse me, hats, flags, flip-flops, they're very pretty flip-flops, stadium seats, sweatpants, shorts, and even Under Armour. Something that works very nicely, I have to admit.
And next up, we are going to see the cheerleaders, who
they
are coached by Amy Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Amy Bay is the 2006 football cheerleading coach, as well as Lindsay Jones. There are only 5 seniors on the team this year.
I know. That's a lot different. In past years, there's normally many, many more.
Yeah, sorry, hon.
After the football season ends, there will also be tryouts for the 2006-2007 basketball competition cheer team.
Next, we have DARE. I remember DARE from so many years ago. I think it started in like 5th grade. It's a very good program, I have to admit. It's one of the favorites for teaching the little kids.
Yes, it is, and you can see on their float, they have lots of kids participating, like always.
Yes, many little kids involved in DARE. It's led by Judge John Conover. And at the high school, Officer Baber, the new high school the new high school
police
officer, he's very, very good, very interactive with the kids. Next, we have the Davison City Council leading up the rear of the DARE float.
And shortly behind them, we have the Davison Pom-Pom team.
I believe they did very well last year at competition.
Yes, they did. And I believe their coach is Liz Alger, who's also on the homecoming committee.
No, their coach isn't Liz Alger. I don't. But they they performed during all of our football games, as well as a pep assembly. They performed at a pep assembly as well as our kickoff assembly. They're very busy with all of their performances. Yes, activities. Lots and lots of practice. I think they're going to perform for us now.
How do they do it? Kick their legs that high.
I don't know, it's an art. When do you have Congressman Dale Kildee driving in the parade?
And one of my favorite floats in the parade, well, it's not really a float,
It's just as good.
the DTV crew, and that is, DTV is taught by Mr. Randy Scott. It's his 3rd year as a DTV instructor. They are 8 seniors, 10 juniors, and 1 sophomore this year.
Not much like we do normal years. Usually we have a lot more seniors and even a lot more sophomores getting ready. But I believe the juniors this year will be awesome for
The following year, next year.
It's going to be a good set of seniors next year leading DTV. It's going to be one of our best years, have to admit. We have DTV Channel 19. The game is going to be presented tonight on Channel 19. Anybody who out there watching, just continue to watch. It'll be on, the parade is supposed to get over about 6:30, so continue watching, and we'll set up for the game while you take a half an hour break and present the game to you as soon as it starts. It should be a very good game.
And as we take a minute and wait for the next float to come up, we're going to take a chance to say good luck tonight to all the Cardinals out there getting ready to go play the homecoming game.
And of course, we have our homecoming dance tomorrow night from 7 to 11 in the high school gym. We have a lot of new rules and regulations and dress code. They have a new dress code this year. This is the first year we've had a dress code for dances. They've taken a lot of time over the summer, all of our coordinators, to make sure everything is set together and make sure this school year is one of the best we've ever had. Next, we have the dance team coming up in their, I think it's their competition uniform.
I believe so, and this year there are 12 members on the dance team. They won 4th place at camp and received 35 blue ribbons and are going to another competition on the 4th of November.
Wow, 35 blue ribbons. That's really impressive.
That's quite a few. So
I wonder if it's like one
ladies.
every day, if they went for a month. I don't know. I don't know what to say. That's really impressive, though. That's good luck. Good luck for the ladies when they have competition. I believe they are gonna probably perform for us.
They're always doing an amazing job, like always.
Oh, they are very talented. A lot of the girls that are on the dance team are have also been in dance beforehand, or are a part of dance now through another curricular activity, through such as SSGA or the program in Lapeer.
And they look lovely tonight.
Of course, like always. They're very talented.
And following the dance team.
Oh, following the dance team, we should have the DHS Alumni Association,
which is ran by Alberta Johnson, which is also the class of 1943.
Davison High School. That's exciting.
And in the car tonight, we have Bill Garrow, Wilda Watson Hopkins, Pat McAvinci, Dorothy Rote, and Wilfred Ross.
Well, let's see, we're the class of 2007. They're the class of 43. Should we do the math?
No, let's not.
Nah, we won't do that. And next we have the class of 1976. Oh, 1956.
Sponsored by Jim Waldron.
We're just sort of going through the years now, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Oh, they're 50 years. The class reunion is tomorrow night. That's very exciting. Oh, at Central Elementary. Thank you.
And here is the DHS Alumni Association.
Many members walking in the parade. It's good that they come out to show their school spirit, especially after graduating so many years ago.
Class of 1962 is in the parade tonight.
Here's the class of 57 with a very nice Corvette. Oh, that is very classic. That is a classic car. A Bellinger, I think it's
Bel Air.
Bel Air, excuse me. My reading isn't all that smashing. Bunches of classic cars. You know, over the summer we had our cruising, the
Car cruise?
yeah.
Downtown Davison.
Like every Friday they were showing off their cars. I bet you a lot of these are down there.
There are a lot of classic cars in the parade tonight.
1955 is another.
Another class.
And here comes a float. The Davison Index.
One of the sponsors of this float.
Spirit of 76 Hornet Spray. Oh, that is very clever.
Cardinal is spraying the Hornet.
They did very well.
And next up we have SAD, which is sponsored by Sue Will and was founded in 1981 in Wayland, Massachusetts. It was a response to alcohol-related deaths of high school athletes.
We still have a lot of problems like that. High
Yes,
school
we do.
athletes, but it's getting a lot better. I mean, the name went from Students Against Driving Drunk to Students Against Destructive Decisions to get a lot more people. And SAD is committed to stopping death and injury resulting from drinking and driving.
And one of these miraculous facts is every 33 minutes, a total of 15,935 lives were lost due to drunk drivers.
More than 5 million high schoolers binge drink at least once a month. That is a lot.
Yes, it is. And motor vehicle crashes remain the #1 cause of death among young ages 15 to 20.
And I
Wow.
think we have our senior float coming up next. I was sponsored at Bianca Zdenik's house this year.
And the class sponsors are Mrs. Gell and Miss Palso.
The
The theme was Hawaii. Sorry about that.
And the seniors have never won the Spirit Stick until tonight.
Let's
This was
hope.
our first Spirit Stick. Isn't that gorgeous? So exciting. And I think the Cardinal is roasting the Hornet over a fire. That's a very creative. I like the colorful. Oh,
Roast the Hornet.
And now we have the juniors coming up. Their
Junior
princess
prince and
is
princess.
Chloe Metcalf. She was escorted by Jared Cowan. Chloe plays for the varsity football team and runs track, and she plans on becoming a professional sports agent.
Jared participates in varsity football, wrestling, and baseball.
The junior class sponsors are Mr. Frey and Mrs. Smith and Miss Damberski. The theme picked for this year is Spain.
When it comes to spirit, though, the junior class dominates, having won 2 previous years.
I think it's a bull run. The Cardinal's a bull, and it's running the Hornet off. Good job, class of 2008.
And next up, we have the sophomore prince and princess, Kyle Talley and Logan Rubio.
Logan attends gymnastics and is a part of the varsity cheer squad in her spare time.
Kyle takes part in football and basketball. After college, he plans to go to culinary school to become a chef.
The sophomore class sponsors are Mr. Lobin and Miss Damberski, and the theme this year for the sophomore float is Australia.
They lost
Or Egypt,
Spirit
excuse
Week
me,
last
it's
week.
Egypt.
Oh, yes. They lost Spirit Week last year to the juniors.
Next, we have the freshmen coming up, Tad Dibzinski and
Marlo
Marlo
DePillo.
DePillo. That's a very pretty dress, I have to admit.
Yes, it is.
Gorgeous. Marlo likes to play basketball and softball, and she is also the student council. After high school, she plans on becoming a television broadcaster. Well, hopefully she'll be thinking about taking DTV.
And here we have the freshman float. The incoming class is sponsored by Mrs. Overstreet and Mrs. Abenage. Hopefully, they will be able to show us some promising school spirit with their Mexico theme float. And here comes the Thompson Teddies.
Oh, sorry. The Thompson School is the kindergarten for here at Davison. They have just recently remodeled the school with bunches of new windows, and I think it was because of the whole mold problem, but it looks beautiful now. And there are a lot of, oh, they're riding their bikes. That's cute. As well, after Thompson, we have our 4 elementaries that they go into, Gates, Seiple, Hill, and Central.
First up is Gates.
Yep, Gates is just one of our elementary schools.
A 4.
I believe Emily is going to interview one of the Thompson Teddies for us.
All right, we might hold off on that for a minute.
Well, it's very hard picking on deciding who you're going to interview. And up next, I think here comes a fire engine. I can hear it from all the way down here. These things are so loud.
Very, very loud.
Here comes Seiple. And I'm a teacher cadet at Gates, and a reporter came there that day and was taking pictures for the Davison Index about an article that Davison has an increased number of students attending the Davison schools. We have more people coming now than ever before.
Yes, our freshman class is louder and much, much bigger than ever before, which we heard today and saw.
Yeah, usually we have about 400. I think our freshman class came with 500.
Yes.
And Emily is going to take an interview with Ashley Braley and Leah Warmbier. I'm thinking we're going to have to wait for the fire trucks to pass. Those look very noisy. Emily will never be able to hear anything of what they say. All right, now hopefully we can get an interview. Emily? Oh wait, one more fire truck.
I'm here with 2 of the senior queen candidates this year, Ashley Braley and Leah Warmbier. How did it feel, guys, when you found out that you were on the senior court? I mean, this is your last homecoming. You know, what did you feel?
Well, just being on court is such an honor that it's just the greatest feeling in the world. You know, every girl wants to be on court, but even if I wasn't, you know, I'm just honored to be on it.
How about you, Leah?
I was shocked, but I'm also very honored that my classmates think that highly of me to kind of let everybody else know to vote for me, you know. It's just an honor.
How is your senior year going? I mean, Powder Puff game this week and everything else being in the parade, you know. How did you prepare for all of this?
Oh, I was very stressed. Just, you know, a lot going on, but thank goodness the seniors won. Go seniors. And just homecoming was such a blur, but now it's done, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the year brings.
Okay, well, we wish both of you the best of luck. Back to the girls.
Now we should have AYSO coming up, led by Michelle Schroer. I'm going to say Schroer.
I believe that's right.
And here come our soccer kids. Yes, isn't it a soccer sponsored?
Yes, that's what AYSO is.
Isn't it a traveling team?
No, it's not. Actually, it's not.
Well, I heard a weird thing the other day. Did you know when it comes to hockey, the Michigan the people in charge, limit the amount of games high school can play.
Really?
Most people are on traveling teams when it comes to many sports, but
Now I
when
know
it
why.
comes, all the other states, more people are on high school teams than traveling teams. But Michigan, it's completely opposite because of that rule.
All right, and here are the Barry Stokes Youth Cheerleaders. And we also have the Barry Stokes Youth Football Team following shortly behind them.
We have a lot of their coaches walking in the parade. My two best friends are coaches, and the Barry Stokes Youth Football program is put on by Barry Stokes himself. He was the tight end and kicker for the Davison Cards during his day. Now he plays for the Detroit Lions as well as EMU, the Packers, the Falcons, and the Giants in his past years.
The Barry Stokes Youth Foundation games are held at both Regional Park and at Collins Stadium.
And the cheerleaders this year got a new look with skirts and megaphones. That has to be very exciting. Before, they were only in sweatpants and sweatshirts. Now they look just like all the rest of the cheerleaders.
And there sure are a lot of them.
Oh yeah, there are 4 or 5 teams each.
It's quite a few.
Oh yeah. And most of our varsity cheerleaders are also coaches, our varsity cheerleaders and our past cheerleaders, such as Bianca Zdenek and Amanda Luba and Desiree Dijon all took time away from varsity cheerleading but are involved in the Barry Stokes Youth Program. They're definitely giving back to their community. That's a very good thing to give back. You don't meet very many people that will give a lot of their time just to little kids. Next we should have, oh wait, they're still coming. I think they're all in
Yes,
different.
like I said, there was very, very many of them.
I think we next have a float, I want to say.
It's the equestrian team, I believe. It should be.
Oh, I see a cart with a bunch of, oh yep, it's the equestrian
They
team.
have cowboy hats on.
And horses on sticks. That's interesting.
And members of the equestrian team are Jessica Avery, Beth Embry, Jessica Grosso, Jared Rins, and Jackie White. Each member of the team rides their own horses at all competitions.
That's pretty special to own a horse, I have to admit.
And up next, we have Richfield Church of the Nazarene.
Oh, and I think we're going to go to an interview with Emily Burwell. She has a bunch of the
Barry
Stokes
football
youth
players.
with her for an interview. Over to Emily.
Hi, I'm here with the Little League Barry Stokes Foundation, and this is Team Viking. These guys are so ready to play football, and they're not even in the game tonight. How does it feel, guys? Did you have fun walking in the parade? Yeah! Do you guys hope to someday be playing on this Cardinal field? Yeah! Are you gonna win? Yeah! How's school going so far this year? Good. Boring. All right, back to the girls.
The little king of Michigan just passed us. That was very adorable. I have to say he looked about 5. And I think this is the
Brian Sefferlin, state senator.
I'm guessing he's run in District 26.
And they just gave me a flyer.
Oh, that's always fun. Fred
Fortner.
for the 50th District State Representative. Elect Larry Valentine. A lot of sponsored floats out here tonight trying to get people to, you know, have
Many
their
people
own.
running around sponsoring both of those men.
I believe we have at least a few more floats coming. Not quite sure though. little.
And next up, it should be the Flint Journal. Not really sure how far back they
I
are.
have to say though, if any of you are out there watching the parade and planning to come out to the football game, I would suggest many layers, gloves, hats,
Dress very
anything
warm.
possible. It's cold and the sun is still out. I mean,
Just wait
it's
till it
very
sets.
chilly. Oh, I'm inside tonight, so I'm very excited, but I feel bad for anybody who's out watching the game. I mean, it's an event, of course, but still
Bring
very
blankets
cold.
and many layers.
Gloves and earmuffs and hats and sweaters. And hey, if you don't have any of that, the Cardinal shop will be set under the Cardinal Stadium, our side, the home side, selling many of the apparel that they have in the Cardinal shop out there. Ready for anybody to, who forgot, obviously.
Very, very convenient also.
Oh yeah, especially when you realize your ears do need the earmuffs. I'm telling you now, people, you gotta bring them.
And here we have the Davison Flagstaff.
It's your community weekly. I believe it comes in the Flint Journal, doesn't it?
I'm actually not sure.
It's sent out to every home though, and of Hello Gorgeous Day Spa and Salon,
One
which
of my
is brand
favorite
new.
places.
I hear it's new.
Yes, and it's located on Lapeer Road, across from the Hurley Medical Building.
And I want to say we have some more floats sponsoring people that are running for election. Re-elect Judge Weiss in his nice Hummer
Yes.
car there. Ooh, that's very nice. It's an H2. Lots of hybrids. And I want to say that is the end of the parade. We are coming down to the end. Yep. That was a...
All right, just want to say thank you for tuning in to the 2006 Homecoming Parade. Once again, I'm Jamie Shipley.
And I am Brett Schooley, and the game should be starting at 7 o'clock, so make sure you come out or tune into Channel 19, watch